So we now apply, okay, yung natutunan natin doon sa previous lesson natin. Tungkol sa static error constants and how do they actually specify, okay, yung ating system in terms of its steady state error performance. Okay, so static error constants can be used to specify the steady state error characteristics of control systems. Okay, so kung for example, sa time response, pag binigay mo yung damping ratio, alam mo kagad kung kung ang response mo ay magiging overdamp, underdamp, undamp, or critically damp. Basta binigay mo yung damping ratio. Okay. Ganun din dapat yung objective natin dito sa sa static error constants. Okay. So, yung position constant natin, position constant, velocity constant, and acceleration constant can actually tell something, okay, about the error performance of your system. Okay. So for example, sinabi na yung control system natin has KV na 1000. Okay. We can draw several conclusions. Okay. So tandaan natin unang point is that yung ating system or yung ating system would only have one of those static error constants to be finite. So kung ang finite yung isa doon, yung other two is either infinite or zero. Okay? So in this case, kung ang KV natin ay 1000, automatic na yung ating KA ay 0. Okay? Tapos yung KP natin infinite. Okay, automatic na yan. Okay, so actually, pwedeng hindi natin napansinin niya kasi mas titingnan natin tong KV natin na 1000. Okay. Now, ano masasabi natin kapag binigay yung specification natin as 1000, yung KV, yung velocity constant? Number one, the system is stable. Kasi kaya mo nga siya nakuhanan ng static error constant kasi stable siya. Okay. Number two, your system is type 1. Okay. Again, kung finite yung KP nyo, ang system mo ay type 0. Okay. Kung finite ang KV mo, ang system mo ay type 1. Okay. Tapos kung finite yung KA mo, ang system mo ay type 2. Okay. So in this case, KV is finite. So therefore, ang system natin is type 1. Okay. Now, a ramp signal is used as a test input. Okay? Kasi para sa para sa step input, ang error natin becomes 0. Okay? Ang error natin para sa parabolic input is infinite. Okay? So, ang magkakaroon lang ng error ito na finite is kapag ang test input natin ay ramp. Okay? Now, the steady state error between the input ramp and the output ramp is basically A over KB. So, depende kung ano yung value ng A. Kung standard siya, this is 1. Kung hindi naman, and then this is A over 1000. So, that would be your error. Okay, so that is how we can characterize yung system niyo kapag binigay yung static error constant niya. So there are at least 4 things that we can actually state about your system. Okay. So halimbawa dito sa sa example 6.7, binigay yung specification niya as 1000. Okay. So unang masasabi natin is stable yung system niyo. Okay. Dahil nga kaya nyo nga siya nakuhanan ng KV dahil stable siya. Number 2, type 0 ang system niyo dahil ang kanyang constant ay position. Okay, position constant. So type 0 siya. Okay. Ang test signal that would give us a finite error is step input. Okay. So ang test signal that would give us a finite steady state error, okay, is the step input. And now, the error due to the unit step signal is basically ito. Okay. So, let us now try to study, okay, kung paano tayo makakapag-design ng system, okay, na merong certain steady state error specification. Okay. So, sa homework niyo, magkakaroon kayo ng pagkakataon na i-design sabay ang transient response specification, transient response at saka steady state error. Okay, so aralin nyo mabuti kung paano siya ginagawa. Pero in this case, aaralin mo natin dito kung paano ginagawa yung pagde-design ng system na merong steady state error specification. Okay, so in this case, ito yung system natin. Tapos binigay na dapat meron siyang 10% sa error. Okay. So, take note na ang una natin gagawin is to identify yung system type. Okay. Nakita dito, okay, na meron siyang isang integration factor. So therefore, this system is a type 1 system. Okay. So, type 1 system ito. So, therefore, yung error na tinutukoy niya dito is actually the error due to the ramp. Okay. Dahil nga type 1 system siya, isa lang yung magbibigay, isang test input lang yung magbibigay sa kanya ng finite na steady state error. And that error, or that test input is the ramp, this is the ramp input. Okay. So, it means na assuming na unit ramp yung gagamitin natin. So, we will have 1 over kV, okay, as your error. And kailangan daw meron siyang 10% error doon. So, 0.1 yung magiging error natin. Okay. So, from there, masasolve natin yung value ng kV, which is 1 over 0.1. So, we will have now this as 10. Okay. So, tama diba? Inverse ng reciprocal ng 0.1 is 10. Okay. Now, ang kV natin, okay, which is 10, can be computed as the limit of S times G as S approaches 0. Again, kung isa-substitute natin ito dito, itong S na to, okay, itong S na to sa ano natin, okay, makakancel niya itong S dito. So that this becomes K or 5K, 5 times K over 6 times 7 times 8. Okay, so that pag sinolve natin yung K para dito, this should give us 6 times 7 times 8 times 10 divided by 5. Okay, and that computes to 6 times 7 times 8 times 10 divided by 5. That should give us 672. So, kailangan yung K nyo maset sa 672, or yung gain ng system niyo should be set to 672. Okay, para magkaroon siya ng static error constant natin. Okay, which is KV. Dahil nga type 1 yung system niyo. Okay, and that would give you a static error or a steady state error sa ramp input na 0.1. Okay, so I hope na malinaw sa inyo na given na makikita nyo kagad yung system type nung inyong forward transfer function, okay, malalaman nyo kagad kung alin yung finite yung malalaman nyo kagad kung alin yung finite yung static error constant, kung aling static error constant ang finite, and therefore aling test input ang magbibigay ng finite steady state error. Okay, so ayun, that's example 6.8. Now, let's work on example 6.9 para mas ma-reinforce pa natin yung knowledge natin. Okay, so a unity feedback system has the following forward transfer function. So, ito yung G of S natin. So, since binigay naman na unity feedback system, medyo ganito yung configuration natin. Pero yung G natin, ito. Instead na yun, ito yung G natin. Pero ganito pa rin yung configuration natin. Now, let us find the value of K to yield a 10% error in the steady state. Okay. So, in this case, ang number of integration factor natin is 0. Wala tayong integration factor dito. Okay, sa G. So, therefore, ang system natin ay type 0. Okay. Ngayon, ang hinahanap natin ngayon is KP. Or ang static error constant na finite kapag ka type 0 yung system is KP. Okay. And, yung error, okay, is basically the steady state error due to the step input, which is A over 1 plus KP. Okay. Now, itong KP natin, basically, itong error natin is 10% daw yung error sa steady state. So, this is 0.1. And then, let us assume na itong A natin is simply 1 kasi mag-assume tayo ng unit step input dahil wala naman siya binanggit kung ano yung amplitude ng ating test signal. So, we'll have 1 as our amplitude. Okay. So, this gives KP, okay, as 9. Okay? Bakit 9? 1 over 0.1, that's 10. Tapos minus 1. Okay, para makuha natin yung KP. So, KP becomes 9. Okay? And then, that KP equals 9 can be computed using the limit of G as S approaches 0, which is 12K divided by 14 times 18. Okay? So, therefore, ang K natin is 9 times 14 times 16 divided by 12. Okay? So, compute natin yan. We will have 9 times 14 times 16 divided by 12. So, that gives us 1. Ayun, mali pala yung resource ko kanina kasi akala ko 16 to. This is 18 pala. Okay, so ayun, 18 kasi siya. Ayun, so nakuha kanina 168 kasi akala ko 16 ito. So this should have been 18. Okay, so palitan natin siya. Okay, so this should be times 18. Okay, so sa calculator, this is 9 times 14 times 18 divided by 12. So that should give us 189. So your K evaluates to 189. Now, para medyo maging confident kayo dun sa sa sagot nyo, I'd recommend na na i-simulate nyo ito. Okay? Or i-test nyo sa sa MATLAB kung isi-set nyo ba yung gain nyo sa 189, you would arrive at a 10% error sa steady state niya. Okay? So, ayun. Mangyayari dyan is ganito. Ang ina-expect natin is 10% error. So, kung unit step yung ating input, 1 yung final value nung ating input, tapos yung final value ng signal natin should be 0.9. Para 1 minus 0.9, that should give you 0.1. Okay, and yung 10% kasi na yun, ibig sabihin yan, 0.1 divided by 1. Parang 1 minus 0.9 divided by 1. So, yung input niyo minus yung final value ng output niyo divided by yung input, that should give you 0.1, or yan yung tinatawag na 10% na error. So mag-iiba yan kung halimbawa kasi standard yung ginamit natin dito. So kung halimbawa ang input nyo ay hindi standard, say for example 5u of t yung input niyo, then dapat 5 ito. Okay, so yung 10% error should translate to something like 5 minus x divided by 5 equals 0.1. Okay, that should be 0.1 0.5. Okay, 5 minus 0.5, so that's 4.5. So dapat ang maging kung 5 yung input nyo, okay, dapat yung final value ng output nyo is 4.5. Okay, so that is what it meant by having an error ng 10%. Okay, so kung standard or kung unit step yung input nyo, that error is 0.1. Okay, dahil nga sa ratio na to. Okay. So, magiging final value, ang i-expect yung final value ng simulation nyo is 0.9. Okay, pero kung hindi standard yung input niyo, say for example, ang step signal niyo has an amplitude ng 5, ang i-expect yung final value ng output nyo is 4.5 para magkaroon ka ng 5 minus 4.5 over 5. So, this is 0.5 over 5. That's 0.1 or 10% na error. So, ito yung ina-expect nating final value nung signal ninyo o nung output ninyo kapag meron kang 10% error. Tapos, yung amplitude ng step signal mo ay 5. Okay? So, ayun. Pero in any case, ginagamit pa rin natin dito as 0.1 yung pag-compute ng error. Kasi, whether 1 yung amplitude mo or 5, naka-normalize naman yun eh. Naka-normalize naman siya kung ano yung input mo. So, therefore, that's still 10% error is still 10% error kahit na ang input mo has a different amplitude. Kasi mano-normalize naman siya. Okay? So, again, sa homework ninyo, okay, merong isang part doon. Check natin. May isang part doon in which mukhang hindi pala naibigay. Pero merong example sa book o sa exercises sa book na merong ganong meron lang kayong design para sa steady state error. Okay. Pero I think sa example sa book, please do try to practice yung pagde-design ng pareho na may transient response at saka merong steady state error. Okay. So merong ganong merong problem na ganon sa textbook natin. So please try to to answer those kinds of problem. Okay? So, yun.